So, as I've gotten older, I've come to realize that one of my many love languages is providing acts of service, especially for my friends. I think it stems from my childhood and having immigrant parents because that was the primary way love was expressed to me growing up. So, that definitely transferred over into adulthood. In December, we hosted Amplify, which is our home cafe that we host every so often, and it was a perfect way to end the year. I definitely want to keep hosting more this year, even if it's just on a more casual setting, which is exactly what we're doing this weekend. We're just going to invite some friends over. Eric is going to make some lasagna. I'm in charge of dessert, so I'm making tiramisu the non-traditional way, and I say it's non-traditional because I'm not using raw or pasteurized eggs, so instead I'm using heavy whipping cream. I know, Italians, I'm so sorry, but it was a hit at Thanksgiving, so I know it was good. And then of course we have to sit down and watch the new season of Drag Race, which is something that we've been doing almost every Friday when a new season comes out, and something that I look forward to. Good morning, it's a new year, and today I'm going to take you guys with me on just a weekend in my life. Eric and I are going to go to one of our favorite little cafes. Like, the breakfast that we get there is your traditional like Mexican breakfast that we're too lazy to cook here. So we just go and it's cheap, it's affordable. But yes, as far as today goes, we are just going to go have breakfast, and then we for sure want to hit up the Antique Mall, and then we're just going to go on from there. There's not like anything tentative going on right now, but I'll take you guys along with me. It'll be a surprise for all of us. So let's go. The fit today, the vibes. They're kind of matching. Oh my god, this is so similar. Okay, you guys are matching. Let's go. This is my favorite little section here. They have all the old sound systems.
That's like a Coraline.
Oh, it does look like Coraline. Somebody's grandma made these, unaware that. Never mind. We're walking to another antique store. They're like all in this area right here where we're at. They're like all relatively like close to each other, so we're just walking to another one. Oh, welcome. Hello. Oh my god, I feel like I'm speaking so loud because the store is so quiet. My phone's memory ran out, so now I'm recording with my actual camera. So if you notice a significant change in quality, that's why. This is better. I did bring this camera because I initially wanted to vlog with this, but I'm too nervous. Right now we're at another antique store, just sifting through the finals, because something that we always look for is like jazz records, or honestly any type of record, but particularly jazz records, because for our cafe that we host, we just like to play jazz music, so that's what we like to get. Wait, they actually have some really good ones. No way! I literally always wanted this.
You should get it.
I will get it. So like this one. She's so crazy, I can't take her anywhere. Look at this lamp. Which is a sensible $225. Can you imagine Luscious Massacre doing like a drag investigations inside an antique mall? My antique store rundown is usually this one first, this one second, and then there's like this cute little craft store over there that I had planned on going, but they were closed today. So we'll hit that up next time. But yes, the only thing I got at from these two stores combined was the grease vinyl, which I've been looking for forever. I mean, obviously these things are readily available like online. I could have just placed an order on eBay, but I just like for these things to find me, you know what I mean? So I remember looking for this when I first started collecting records way back like in 2014. And I remember one of my friends in high school had it and I was so jealous, but now I finally have my own copy. Oh, I need to clean the truck. So what's the move now? I think we're gonna go get coffee and matcha. Are you recording?
Yeah.
Banana bread matcha for Eric.
We just stopped by like this thrift store there right next to the cafe. The cafe was really busy and I heard the baristas talk about a market that's going on down the street, so we're gonna go check it out really quick. There's also another cafe over here that we kind of enjoy. It's called Nerve. Would it be crazy if I get like another coffee or like a matcha? That was honestly so cute. Eric kept saying that it was giving like Stars Hollow, and I think it goes in theme with like everything that we've been doing today. It's like going to like a diner, going to get coffee, and now coming to a market. Very Gilmore Girls coded. I wish it was like actually fall, like October. It's January, and right now it feels like fall.
Oh my god, you guys. Not all of that is for us. We're inviting people over.
It's all for us. Ooh, that's hot. Right, I wanted to talk a bit about some of my recent pickups, my recent things that I've been enjoying. So I guess we'll start with this, and this is just my lemon and ginger tea. My té de limón and jengibre super, like, my favorite thing right now is enjoying a hot cup of tea after a very fatty meal, very greasy meal, or first thing in the morning. Because have you guys seen like that like You Met Me at a Very Chinese Time in My Life? And I will say I have been enjoying it so much. I think it has really helped with my bowel movement. Is that TMI? Probably. Trust this definitely works. And I'm not like a huge tea expert or anything. I just know that lemon and ginger tea is a staple in the Mexican community. I always saw my mom drinking either lemon and ginger tea or té de manzanilla. And at the end of the day, it's hot water regardless. Definitely recommend. This is another one of my expensive hobbies. This is my Super 8 camera. This is a Canon AutoZoom 512 XL electronic. I did buy this on eBay for around $200, I believe. And I wanted to make sure to get one that one said that it was tested, and two that it allowed returns just in case it wasn't. That's just like my golden rule when I buy something on eBay. This is a format that I've been wanting to shoot with for years. I would say for honestly well over a decade. I have a couple of reasons to use one, and one of those is that I'm shooting sort of like an engagement video for one of my friends. And then I also just want to shoot like special road trips or events with this in general. I really love the look of a Super 8 camera. Yes, I've emulated it before in post-production, but I don't think nothing beats putting in a film pack and shooting with this. Listen to the sound, listen to the sound. It's amazing. Eric says it sounds like sinister and it kind of triggers him. You know what that is at the end of the day? That's money rolling, baby. And I have a personal project planned that I plan to do in the next like few months or the next month or so before I shoot my friend's engagement video, just to make sure it all works and it's all tested and everything. But more on that personal project later. Let's move on. I haven't been really reading books as much as I would like to. I am in a book club with some friends, but I never, I hardly ever read the book. I think in October we were reading The Shining, and I still have not finished The Shining. But I've recently been reading 1984 by George Orwell. This is such a classic book. I've read it before. I just wanted to revisit it again, you know, because the state of the country, if you're not aware, it just sort of is like a historical sci-fi novel written, I think, in the 1940s. Post-World War II. The most famous quote from this book says, "The party told you to reject the evidence of your eyes and ears. It was their final, most essential command. So if that alone doesn't make you want to read this book. So as for music, I do have some vinyls. Midnight Sun by Zara Larsson is, I think, pop album of the year. This is a potential mother. No, this is mother. Some of my favorites on this record are, of course, Midnight Sun. I really love Pretty Ugly. They just did it on Drag Race recently. Fantastic lip sync. And Crush. Crush is that girl. Oh my god, pause. I can't talk about Zara Larsson without talking about her collab with Pink Panthers on Stateside. Pop fucking emergency. I start my day watching that music video. It is that serious, I fear. Boots, that's my ego boost. Shakespeare couldn't do it. Shakespeare couldn't do it. Anyways, back to this video. My next record I just picked up yesterday at the record store. This is an album called The Following Morning by Eberhard Weber. I hate to say it, but when I go into the record store, I do judge a album by its cover. This cover really caught my attention. It's just like of a little tree with some sheep underneath. And it's kind of like a psychedelic jazz record almost, but it only has 4 songs and they're each around like 10 minutes long. I low-key wish I did drugs so I could understand them more, but I did enjoy it, and I have been spinning this the past 2 days, so. And lastly, I have to come back to the Torture Poets department. I think this album so criminally underrated in her discography. When it came out, like a whole bunch of people were hating on it. I never hated on it. I got it the first time. Specifically the song Down Bad. I have this series on my TikTok and my Instagram. It's called Swift Talk Premium, where I essentially visualize like 30 seconds to a minute of a Taylor Swift song. So this past weekend, I got this random idea for a Down Bad music video, and I shot it. People seem to enjoy it, so I was happy about that. No one understands this album like I do. I'm sorry. This is my shit. But yes, so those are just some of my recent favorites right now. There's a lot of other things that I've been enjoying recently, like this sweatpants. Just got them from, I think, Hollister. I'm excited to share with you guys more throughout the year. So if you've ever been curious about my editing process, the way that I've been doing, especially for these vlogs, is I get home from a cafe or from wherever we are, and I come back immediately home and I start editing the clips. Like I start editing in real time, because if I don't get it done in the weekend, if I don't finish this edit in the weekend, then it's just not gonna get done. It's gonna get pushed to the next weekend, which is honestly what happened with this video. It's just my weeks are so busy. I get home from work too tired. It doesn't help that at work I'm also working on videos. So the weekends are only the time that I get to work for myself. And I think I spent a lot of my younger years wondering, what if I filmed this? What if I filmed that? Over the years, I have been sprinkling my own content across all social media platforms, but I've never really gave myself the chance to work on it the way I want to. I think I mentioned somewhere in my last vlog that it was starting to get difficult to, vlog and like craft and do all of that, when it really doesn't have to be. But I just am so hard on myself, and that's something that I'm learning to do. Like nothing is ever that serious. It's just not that serious. Oh, speaking of crafting, I'm back on my bullshit. Look at these colors. Yeah, the paper chain life is forever. I'm gonna make some heart paper chains for the rest of the month because it's already February. It's February the 1st today, actually. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on that, and then I'm gonna work on this vlog, and I'll see you guys next time. If you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Please comment. That really helps the algorithm out. And make sure to check my description down below if you want to see more of me on my other social medias. All right. I'll see you guys next time.